In this video you are going to learn how to make a servo drop system to drop from this 3D printed drone that I made a while ago. This should work with any Inav drone or even like a plane. As long as it's running Inav, this tutorial should work. What we are going to do is we are going to map a switch on our controller to a channel on our receiver. So what we're actually going to do is I'm using a turnigy system with this turnigy evolution controller and this turnigy receiver. This is a 6-channel receiver and it outputs with PPM, ibus and sbus. So to connect with the drone, I'm going to be using sbus. You can use ibus, but keep in mind that you can't use PPM. Let me explain why. So on our controller, there's 2 different options, like menus, right? And on one, you can select either sbus or ibus, and on another, you can select either PPM or PWM. Now, I wanted to select PPM to connect with my flight controller, but then I couldn't use PWM. I don't know why it's like that, but luckily my flight controller does support sbus. I can then map PWM for here, meaning that it'll output on the servo pins, and then here I can map it to sbus. Now if your flight controller supports ibus as well, you can select that, but in order for the servos to work you need to have PWM selected. You then press yes here, and so here in Inav, what you'll want to do is you'll want to come down here to the receiver tab. Now, if you haven't set up a sbus receiver, don't worry, it's really easy. So, first you will head over to the ports tab and make sure that you disable this MSP and enable serial RX. Make sure this is UART 1 or whatever UART that you have your receiver set up for. Do not touch anything in this row, otherwise you will break your flight controller, okay? So now what we're going to do is we go down to this bottom here. So you'll come down to the bottom and you'll press save and reboot. Then you click on the receiver tab and make sure this is selected to serial, and then this is selected to sbus. Then you press save and reboot, and once you've done that, just make sure that all your controls are working and come up in this little menu here. Then figure out what switch you want to use. For me, I am using channel 6, which is this switch on the front right here, as it comes up in Inav. Then simply just make sure that your servo is hooked up to that pin, I guess, on the receiver as well. And then I guess, well, you're finished.